Agenda item 5B, which is about a lot under Highway 380, a request for a use permit to allow an off-site construction staging area in a construction staging lot located on the corner of Huntington Avenue and Herman Street for Section 1296-180C of the Municipal Code. Staff report, please.
Thank you. Good evening. The applicant, Granite Construction, is requesting a use permit to allow the use of the vacant lot located under Highway 380 as a construction staging site. I know the Commission's familiar with this process. You've seen a temporary use permit before, but this is a regular use permit because the use is intended to last for longer than 1 year. So the applicant, Granite Construction, has been awarded the grade separation construction project. They started construction last October, and that project is intended to last for 2 years. They do have use of the former San Bruno lumberyard site for construction staging. However, that is also where they have their construction trailers. They need one for their operations as well as one for Caltrans to have some oversight offices as well. So that site is pretty limited, and if you can imagine the scale and scope of the grade separation project is going to require a lot of materials, and I can have the representative from Granite go into more detail on that for you. But they have been talking to the city for some time about trying to find a suitable location to have some additional construction storage. So this site, they did receive a letter of authorization from Caltrans, who is the property owner, to allow use of this property. We did notice the site to property owners within the 300-foot radius, and we have not received any comments. There are 2 conditions that we would like to add to the use permit. One is noise generating activities shall be limited to the hours of 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. And the second condition is the contractor shall not stockpile or store any contaminated or hazardous dirt or materials on the site. And as indicated in your staff report, they will completely fence in the site with a 6-foot tall chain link fence, and that will also be screened with green mesh is what they're proposing. I had in there as a condition, alternatively, it could be black mesh. So I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. We also have a representative from Granite to answer any questions as well.
Through the chair.
Commissioner Biasotti.
One of the conditions is return the existing lot to its original condition. I've seen in other places where they've added a condition where the street and curbs in that area would be returned to original condition as well, with heavy equipment and whatnot that will be coming and going during that period of time.
What we could do is document the street currently and then make sure that it isn't damaged or, like you're saying, return to its current condition.
Should we make a condition for that?
We could add that.
Okay.
Commissioner Mishra.
Question on your added comment.
Yes.
Condition of approval. That's Monday through Friday, right? 7 a.m.
I would, and then what I would add is what we've done in past projects is that either Public Services Director or Community Development Director's approval is required if they want to go beyond those hours, because there are going to be some times they need to work on a Saturday in order to get this done, or work past 6 to 7 or 8 o'clock.
I'm comfortable with that.
So I'll add it Monday through Friday unless approval of Public Services Director?
Yeah.
Okay.
Through the chair.
Thank you.
Commissioner Marshall.
On the, is the only entrance going to be on the residential side of that lot?
That is the
whole
only,
lot
I believe
is
it's the only
surrounded-
existing
The
curb
whole lot
cut.
is surrounded by basically commercial, except for one small area is residential, and that's where they're going to put all the trucks in and out of. Can't we put the entrance onto Herman, or maybe I'll wait till after.
Okay.
I just think if you're going to bring trucks in and out,
Sure.
I don't know. Okay.
We have a lot of pickups, and it gets a little busy.
Do you want
You're
to?
going to want
Yeah,
to
we're gonna.
come
Why
up
don't we
here
wait
so
till you
can-
come up here and I'll ask you again there. Okay. Thanks.
Good. Anything else?
Any other questions for staff? Okay, thank you very much, staff. Now we'll open the public hearing and ask the applicant to come forward, give your name and street name, and make any comments you wish on your application.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Kelly Turner. I'm the project director with Granite Construction. Our office is currently at 833 San Mateo. As you can see from our application, we're looking for some additional storage for construction materials, The project's quite challenged, being there's virtually no available space other than where our offices are, and half of that area that we currently have is going to be taken up by the shoe fly track that's going to be shifted eastward, which takes up virtually all the remaining space that we have. So what we're looking to do primarily is stockpile precast concrete panels, which will be the components of the mechanically stabilized earth walls, what you see along freeways quite a bit. That's what's going to build the fill that carries the tracks up to the new station elevation. So it requires a lot of flat space just to get in there with forklifts and a truck just to offload it and stage it onto the job site incrementally so that you're not all over the street with panels laying all over. It's a logical thing to do with this much square footage of panel that we're dealing with. So that's its primary use, is the precast panels. There'll be part of the panel construction is mesh that goes in between the fill. It serves as sort of an anchor. It's just like what you see with typical concrete sidewalk construction, just a little heavier gauge. So that's the primary use of the lot.
Thank you. Commissioners, do you have any questions for the applicant?
Through the chair?
Commissioner Marshall.
Well, basically the same question, and to be honest, after thinking about it, for traffic-wise, it may be better off that way. Now, I would kind of leave that up to the plan, to Aaron to make a decision after he reviews it for traffic and noise, and I think that's maybe just one side of the houses there. And if it could be easily put onto a commercial street, I think it'd be better. But I'll leave it up to you to decide, after reviewing the project, if the applicant's okay with it.
Yeah, and I actually do, we had the same issue probably about 5 years ago when there was another construction lot proposed here, and I think we initially wanted the driveway curb cut moved at that point too, and then the city engineer took a look at it and said it was going to, get in the way of traffic or create a dangerous situation. So we'll make sure they check that out again and implement it if it is
It could be
safe.
If it could be
and
safe
not-
somewhere else, I think it might be better. But if it's for traffic, it might be better where it's at.
Okay.
Okay.
Through the chair?
Commissioner Bisatti.
When we used that lot for conditional use the last time, there was a security guard shack that was there. Are you anticipating anything like that, where there'll be someone there at nighttime?
We have full-time security, both roving security and over where our other office is. So there's somebody running around that area all the time at night.
Okay, but it won't be a stationary location?
No,
Okay.
it's going to be a roving service in a marked vehicle.
Okay, great. And the other thing is, would you object to a condition where we requested that you return the streets to original condition?
No problem.
Thank you.
We have no problem fixing whatever we've damaged.
Thank you.
Through the chair.
Commissioner Johnson.
And I also wanted to ask about any graffiti that might be taking place, although I see that you're making plans for security. If it's not going to be one that's stationed full-time, those tackers can get right in there pretty quickly and get in there. So would you be opposed to having a condition that you would take care of any graffiti that would be happen on your property?
There's no
Or the
problem.
location.
What I would expect if somebody was going to do it would be on that green mesh
Mm-hmm.
that we're going to have, along the fence line for we call it a gawk screen. That's what they would do. We would just replace that. And if anybody's getting inside the lot, we've got a bigger problem, which we'll have to deal with it. But yeah, that's not a problem.
So have you had other experiences where you've had loitering or vandalism and in those types of areas?
No, this area actually is pretty good. We haven't had any problem with the security service seems to take care of whatever mischief might be.
It also looks like the type of equipment that you have, it's not like highly desirous to
No,
types
you have
of
to be pretty.
materials for gas panels. Okay, so I think you've addressed all my areas. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other commission questions for the applicant? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And seeing no other members of the public tonight, and without objection, I'll close the public hearing, bring the matter back to the commission for discussion.
Through the chair.
Commissioner Johnson.
If there is no further discussion, I move that the Planning Commission approve use permit 11-008 based on the findings of facts 1 through 3 and conditions of approval 1 through, we have several that have been added. So I believe there are 2 additional ones, and if we can...
I believe we have 3 additional conditions, and I'd suggest amending condition 3 to add graffiti removal.
Okay.
Okay, is there a
So
second?
conditions
Second.
1 through 10.
Okay.
After you.
So now we have Commissioner Chase with a second in a close contest.
I think that was first.
Is there any discussion on the motion? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous, and there's a 10-day appeal period. Thank you.
Thank you.